Okay, we're really knocking these blocks out. Let's keep up the momentum and do our next one. This next one is going to be a little bit more complicated than any of the blocks we've done so far, but we're going to use the same tools that we've used before, just in kind of a novel way. So if we go back to the wireframe, we're going to be doing this block, but this provides us with some interesting challenges. How do we associate this block with the author of the piece of content that we're looking at? So that's our first challenge. The next challenge is, how do we make sure not to display the title of the blog entry that we're currently looking at in this block? So for example, if we're looking at 10 ways to make a geek feel like a complete nerd, we don't want that to display under also by this author, because that's not quite right. We only want to show entries that aren't the entry that we're currently looking at. So that'll add some additional challenge to what we're doing here. If you want to give this a go, I'd say go for it. You can probably get most of the way there just based on what we've done so far. But we're going to go ahead and dive into it now. I'm going to jump back to the browser and let's create a new view. So I'm going to Structure, Views, Add New View. We're going to call this also by this author. Since we're showing content in this block, it makes sense to use content as the base. Of type, we're going to choose blog entry. We don't need to do tagged with. And we'll go ahead and leave sorted by newest first. That makes sense. So we're not going to create a page, so we'll uncheck that. We'll check create a block because that's what we want. The block title is going to be also by this author. For the display format, we'll leave as an unformatted list, and we'll leave it as linked titles. For items per page, we'll leave it at 5, and let's click continue and edit. Now if we scroll down to the bottom, we'll see a preview of 5 of the latest blog posts.